Onegaishimasu. Hi. Welcome to those here as well as those of you on Zoom. Today's class, we're going to go over again Morotetori, 2 hands grabbing 1 hand. And hopefully you've got a bokken today so that we can kind of look at some of the reasons why are they going to grab 2 hands out of 1 hand and how do we keep our hands in our center and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to do a little bit with the bokken and not without the bokken to kind of compare and contrast why we do a few things the way we do them. And with that being said, let's go ahead, get up and stretch out a little bit. Okay, chin to shoulder, each, knee, sun, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju, up and down, each, knee, sun, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju. Okay, shoulders on back, each, knee, sun, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju, up and forward, each, knee, sun, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju, across, each, knee, sun, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju. Okay, twist the waist, each, knee, sun, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju. Okay, up to the right and reverse, each, reverse again, knee, sun, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju. Okay, down to your right side, left foot flat. Switch it over to your left side, right foot is flat. Okay, now your left toes are up, so you're up in your left heel. Keep that right foot as flat as possible. Okay, switch it over to your left side, right foot, right toes are up, left foot as flat as possible. Okay, go ahead and get down to the same zone. Okay, I'm going to change it up a little bit. So we're going to do another neck stretch. Take your left hand, put it over to your right side, and now gently let it hang and pull to your left side. Okay, release. Now take your right hand, reach it over to your left side, gently pull head, help it lean over to the right side. Okay, now both hands on the back of the head and bring the chin into the chest. Okay, release, come up. Take the 2 knuckles, put it on your right hand on the right side of your chin, and gently push, actually put it on your cheekbone, pardon me. Gently push it to your left side. Release. Now take your left, put it on left side, left cheek, push it gently to your right. Okay. Kubutori stretches starting with ikkyo, and bring it up. Each, knee, sun, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju, hand, each, knee, sun, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju, nikyo, each, knee, sun, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju, hand, each, knee, sun, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju, sankyo, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju, your hand, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju, kotegayashi, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju, your hand, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju, shihonage, and ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju. Other hand, same thing. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shich, hach, ku, ju. Okay, grab those fingers, stretch them out, bring down to the mat. Okay, other hand, stretch those fingers out, take them down to the ground. Okay, so wrist out a little bit. All right, so forward. Reaching for the toes. And come up. Okay, now grabbing some part of your leg and use that to stretch a little further and reach and stretch. And up. And spread apart. Both hands up, over to your right side. And up to your left side. And up to the middle. And up. Okay. Now, I'm going to get back into that seiza position. Now from here, I'm going to come up on your knees. And then from here, open up the hips or open up the knees, keeping your toes in contact. Trying to push your belly down into the floor. As you're doing that, you're keeping your toes in contact, opening up those hips. Okay, bring them back. Okay, now come up. Hold, now bring the legs out. And then slowly go down into a split, down to the middle. Okay, and bring your feet back together. And stand back up and kind of shake those legs out a little bit. All right, so we're going to go over to ukemi first, then we're going to do tai sabaki, but we're going to do tai sabaki with weapons, okay, with the bokken in particular. Again, if you don't have bokken, fine, you can use a broom handle, whatever you have handy, okay? But for right now, again, we talked about my ukemi, you can either start it all the way down on the knees, up on one knee, or standing. Big thing is, you go from that lead side shoulder to the back hip on the opposite side. So if I start with my right side forward, I start with my right pinky, and it goes across my back to my left hip. Okay, so let's do that together again. We'll just do 6 together at your pace. Each. Ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, now ukemi, same idea. You can either start completely seated, up on one knee, or from standing. And let's do 6 together. Ready? Each. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Roll. Okay. Next one. Forward roll, nage kemin with tenchin. This is actually easier to see from standing, but as I'm here, I do my forward roll, hands stay on the ground, and I tenchin and I look back from where I was thrown. So I started right foot forward, roll this way. I have my right foot forward facing back the way I came. So this can be done again in all 3 stages. Completely down, up on one knee. Obviously, we just did standing. Big thing is, make sure you get up, you do a tenchin in each one, and then you restart on the opposite side. So, that being said, 6 together, each, knee, sun, shi, go, roll. Okay, next, side falls, or the yoko kaiten. We'll start with the ushiro yoko kaiten again. You can start seated, you come all the way down and around, facing this way. You can also start up on one knee. If you start up on one knee, make sure whichever knee is down is the side you start to. And then we have started standing. Same idea. You start standing. You can let that foot come back, down, and then come all the way around. When you're standing, make the effort to look back from where you were thrown. So try to keep that connection to your nage. So 6 together, each. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Roll. We do a back side rotation. We can also do a forward. So forward, easier to see or easier to do from standing. I'm here, right side. Actually, I do it facing the camera directly. Elbow down, hand, foot. Notice I kind of circle back and look the way I was thrown. Okay? At no time do I try to roll in the middle of my back. This one, I'm rolling primarily on the extremities or the outsides, my arms, my legs. You can do them also from kneeling, sorry, all the way down, kneeling, but it really is easier to do from standing. So, 6 together, each, knee, san, shi, go, roll. space here in the dojo. And I kind of found a little way to modify this for home practice. Ushiro ma yoko kaiten. Okay? So, if you're here, start with your feet. Pardon me, don't look at the camera. Feet parallel. So as you're here, you're going to feel like you're getting thrown one way or the other. Right now, feel like I'm getting thrown from my right to left side. So, at that point, to begin with, I rotate on that left foot. I'm facing this way. And then from here, I can just take a forward roll on that side that's in front. If you're at home and you don't have a nice comfortable space to roll, and or this just feels a little too risky, get the same idea. So bring the shoulders back, hips slightly forward as you're being rotated, and then do that same rotation. And then from here, just go down, touch, and come up. That way you get used to that feel of you're here, they're throwing you, you're rotating with them, touch, and up. If you're there at the dojo and you've got the space, you're here, and you just let it go all the way over. Okay? So let's do 6 together. So each, knee, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, let's grab both ends really quickly. So quick review, bokken, right-handed weapon, right hand on top, left hand on bottom. So no matter which foot is in front, right hand's always on top, left hand's always on bottom, unless otherwise stated. So, kaiten, we're just gonna go from here, raise up, pivot, down, okay? Up, pivot, down. Sometimes when you see us do kaiten without bokken, we'll bring it along the edges, okay? Where our arms will do this. Well, if I have someone attached, kind of hard to swing that way, but I can sure swing up and swing down, okay? So with that being said, kaiten, let's do 6 again, ready? So each, knee, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, now tenkan, we raise, pivot, draw that foot back. Raise, pivot, draw that foot back. Again, usually a lot of times when we'll do tenkan, you'll see us, when we don't have a bokken, going here, letting it go right in front. But now we have both hands on a weapon, so doing this kind of looks a little less than martial. And if I have somebody attached, dragging them over is kind of difficult. So here, we raise, pivot, draw back, each. Raise, pivot, knee, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, now left or hizate hami. For a lot of people, this feels weird, and it's going to. Because you have your left foot forward, but your right hand on top. Okay? So we lift, raise, pivot, draw back, each. Raise, pivot, knee, san, shi, go, ro. Okay. Now, Ihini tenkan, stepping and pivoting. So from here, I like to start right or maybe hami just because it feels better that way. when I step, pivot, draw back. Letting the bokken follow me as I'm going through. So I step, pivot, draw back. Okay? Again, without the bokken, a lot of times you'll see people move that hand forward here and there. Again, we try that. With the bokken, we end up doing this, where it's just kind of hanging out in space. So here we raise up and cut down each time. So 6 again, so step, pivot, draw, each. Step, pivot, draw, ni. San. Shi. Go. Ro. Okay. Front foot tenchin. I'm here. I raise, I look at something coming from my right side. I draw back and I cut down. Okay? I re-square, I raise, something's coming from my right side, draw that foot back, cut down. Now for me, this is actually how I usually end up doing front foot tenchin anyways. My hands come up and then cut down. Okay? But making sure that you're keeping that idea in mind. So from here, raise, look, draw, each. Square back up. Raise, look, ni. San. Shi. Go. Ro. Okay, now left or hizate hami, same thing. Same front foot tenchin. Again, it's going to feel weird because you have your left foot in front, right hand on top. So we raise, we look to the left, draw back, each, square back up. Raise, look, ni. San. Shi. Go. Ro. Okay, back to right or hami. Here, rear foot tenchin, I raise. Now I look to my left. I draw that left foot back, cutting down. Okay? Try to keep my shoulders up too. So I raise, look to my left, draw that left foot back, each. Square back up, raise, look left, knee. Raise, san. Shi. Go. Ro. Left or hizate hami, same thing. Raise, look to the right, draw that right foot back, each. Raise, look to the right, knee. Raise, look to the right, san. Shi. Go. Ro. Okay. The last one is that hami shift we did yesterday. It makes a lot of sense with a weapon in your hand. So if someone's got me here, I can't necessarily push forward because they're in the way. But what I can do is I can reposition my body. And if you notice, the bokken shifts with it. I'm not pulling with my arms. They keep my arm. I just move my body around it. Okay? So we're here, right? For me, hami. So hami shift, each. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Ro. Okay. It doesn't quite make so much sense on the other side because I would then have to have my left hand in front. Okay, and this is one of the rare times I'll say, let's go ahead and switch hands with bokken. It's going to feel really odd. So we're here, left hand on top, right hand on bottom. Yeah, we're reversed because Morotetori, grabbing onto that hand. So we're here. So each knee, san, shi, go, ro. Okay. Now back to the right hand where it feels more natural. All right. So last night we ended on keminage, or underarm seizing throw. So that's a good one to explore what we do with a bokken and why we do it a certain way. And why there's actually two ways to do it. One you can do with a bokken. One is not so nice to do with a bokken, but still fun. So it's better just to do empty-handed. So we step, step, shomen, they grab, Morotetori, so they're here. So if I want to expose the arm, what I got to do is a rear foot tenchin, and then bring the sword across. As I bring that sword across, they should be moving back. And that exposes the arm, and then I can come in with my other hand up and throw. Okay? Now, also when I'm doing that, I'll do it this way so you can see. The bokken, or the hizate, the tip of the bokken should be flowing and pointing to where I'm throwing. So I like to throw this way. Everything should be pointing in that direction. If my bokken is pointing out that way, something's wrong. If it's pointing back that way, something's definitely wrong. So it all should be pointing in the same direction. And for me, it should all be flowing or going in the same, right between my shoulders, okay? So let's do this. We're just going to do it 4 times with the bokken, because it's kind of a review. Then we're going to do it empty-handed, keminage, okay? One way to do keminage. So we're here, together, right knee behind me, step, step, shomen, rear foot tension. Now bring the sword across the belly. Release the left hand. It's on their elbow. Back is straight. We step forward and throw. Okay, good. Now facing the camera. Here. Step, step. Shomen cut. They grab Morotetori, so they're on this side of me. So I do a rear foot tenchin, and then across their belly. Trying to keep their shoulders back on top of the hips. I release my left hand, their right elbow's exposed. I step forward and throw again. Hizate and everything should be right in front of you. 2 more. Here, step, step, shomen, rear foot tension, draw across. As I draw across, left hand releases, steps, and throws. Last one with bokken. Here. Raise, step, step, shomen cut, rear foot tension, draw across. It's called a do cut. Release that left hand, step forward, and throw. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put that bokken away just for a second. And now we're going to do just the left hand. Okay, so we're here. Left, or hidari hami. They grab Morotetori. So I do rear foot tenchin, and I come across. As I come across, their left elbow's exposed, so my right hand comes in underneath, steps forward, and throws. Okay, facing the camera, here. Left or hidari hami, they grabbed on. So I do that rear foot tension and across. It should look basically the same like if I had the bokken. Now my right hand comes underneath their left hand, step forward, and throw. Okay, 2 more. Left or hidari hami, rear foot tension, draw across. Right arm goes onto the left elbow, step forward, and throw. Okay, last one. here, left ukemi hami, rear foot tenchin, across. My right hand goes underneath their elbow, steps forward, and throws. Okay, now yesterday we talked on how Morotetori is both a kataketori and an I-hami kataketori, okay? So what we did was we did it on the I-hami side, okay? Because if I'm here grabbing with my right, presenting my right hand, my partner is here with their left hand in hizate hami, okay? And at that point, the backhand or the right hand is an I-hami hand, okay? So what we're doing is we're drawing it out, and then we're exposing that I-hami side, okay? Now, if we want to expose the kataketori side, usually for something like that, we'll do a front foot tenchin, not a rear foot, because that gets that front hand, okay? Now, you don't have to grab your bokken, but you can imagine if I've got my bokken and they're here, and I try to go front foot tenchin, smack right in the face, cut down, I don't really have much of a technique. I've just kind of impaled my partner, which makes him laugh. It makes him happy, but so that's one way or one reason we can't really do that version of keminage with a bokken, because you've got this long thing in front of you that's right between their hands, or it could be between their hands as you bring it in. It does less than nice things to them. Okay, so now let's do front foot tenchin keminage from Morotetori. So I'm here, left with the hizate hami. Again, I look to my left, I raise my hands, I draw that foot back, coming down. Okay, now from here, as I draw this across, that shiho sabaki, I release with my left hand. Now I've got their left hand, I believe. So from here, I step forward and throw. Now we're here, right to nage hami. So they're grabbing with their left hand. So I look to them, back, front foot tenchin, draw across. They draw across, hand comes loose, step forward, and throw. So as I'm here, left with hizate hami, I look to my left, front foot tenchin, draw it across. Okay, left hand releases, step, and throw. Okay, right to nage hami, front foot tenchin, draw across, shiho sabaki. Comes through, step, and throw. Okay, left to hizate hami. There we are. So 4 more. So front foot tenchin, draw across, shiho sabaki. Let the left hand come free, step forward, and throw. Okay, right to nage hami. Here. So front foot tenchin, cutting down. Draw across. That should be their left arm, actually, yeah. So my right hand comes in, steps through, and through. Okay, last 2. Left to hizate hami. Here I am. Front foot tenchin. Shiho sabaki. Okay, that should be their left hand. Step through and throw. The last one. Front foot tenchin. Shiho sabaki. And now step through and throw. Okay. So the ukemi is going to look very similar to what we did yesterday. Only difference is now I'm going to be going the other way. So as I'm here grabbing, they're going to cut up. Now, as they cut up, they're going to cut down and then expose my lead side. Okay? So last time they drew us this way to expose my backside. Now they're exposing my lead side. Okay? So 4 times. So we'll start here. So partner is left or hizate hami. So I'm grabbing right for miki hami. So here, now here, they cut up. And now they do the perfect tension, cut down. Now they draw across. So they draw across. My right elbow should be exposed. They put the hand behind it. They put the pressure on. Hips come up and forward to throw. All right? So now they're here. Right to miki hami. I'm here left with the hizate hami grabbing on. I'm going to get a little this way so I don't get the kami's on. So I'm here. So they lift up. And now they do that perfect tension. They cut. Now they're going to draw across, exposing my left elbow. Now they put the hand behind, putting on the pressure. And I step forward and roll. Okay. So here, left or hizate hami. So I'm grabbing right or miki hami. So boom, I'm here grabbing. They cut up. They do that perfect tension, draws me to them. And now they do that shiko sabaki and it exposes my right elbow. As it exposes my right elbow, they put the pressure and forward to throw. Okay. Last one. They're here, right or miki hami. I'm here left or hizate hami, holding on. Now they come up and then they cut down, perfect tension. Now they draw across. Again, we kind of like a little V almost. Put the pressure on the elbow and then step forward to throw. All right. So back to that bokken. So now we're going to do ikkyo. Same footwork. If you're going to notice, we're going to have to use a lot of the same footwork when we have bokken to do the Morotetori stuff. So I'm here. Boom, boom. Cut. They grab Morotetori. So rear foot tenchin, raise up. Cut down. As I cut down, hand can come free. Steps towards my partner, then away to do ikkyo, okay? So, 4 together. So here. So step, step, cut, rear foot tension. Now raise up, across, cut down. Left hand comes out. Now, again, use that hizate to help point where you're going. Step towards my partner, then away. Left knee down, right knee down. And I like to pin with the blade on the back of the neck, because that's me. I'm a mean person. And get up. Okay, facing the camera, here. So, step, step, cut. Rear foot tension, raise. Draw across, cut down. Let the left hand release, it's on the elbow. Step towards my partner, then away. Left knee down, right knee down, and pin. And again, I like to use my blade on the back of their neck to encourage them to stay down until I'm completely up. Again, I'm not a nice person. 2 more. Step, step. Shomen. Rear foot tenchin, raise. Turn, cut down. Release the hand. Step toward my partner. Then away. Left knee down, right knee down, and in. Okay, and come up. Last one. Here I am. Step, step, cut. Rear foot tension, raise, pivot, cut down. Release that left hand, step towards my partner, then away. Left knee down, right knee down, and pin. And up. So again, now without the bokken, just the left side. So I'm here, they grab Morotetori. So rear foot tension, I raise up, pivot, cut down. Again, that's the I side. So I step towards my partner, then away. Right knee down, left knee down, and in. And come up. Left, bring that hammy again. They grab on. Rear foot tension, raise, pivot, cut down. Right foot steps towards my partner, left foot steps away. Right knee down, left knee down, and pin. And come up. Okay, two more. Left bring that hammy. So rear foot tension, raise up, cut down. Step towards my partner, away. Right knee down, left knee down, and pin. All right, last one. Left and right on knee. Rear foot tension, raise up, pivot, cut down. Right foot steps toward my partner, left foot steps away. Right knee down, left knee down, and pin. And come up. So again, it's really no different if our partner grabs I on me, I raise up, cut down, step, step, do ikkyo. The only difference is here now they've got two hands on there, so I got to make sure I keep everything in front of me as I do my cut up and cut down. Again, we can go after that lead hand, but if we go after that lead hand, we got to make sure we do that front foot tension, cut up, cut down. Yeah, we really can't do that with the bokken because we stab a partner. Tim says he'd like to try that. So he can grab on while I stab him. No? Okay. All right, so let's do it together. So, left into that yami. We grab Morotetori. So I'm here, front foot tension. Now here, I take my right hand, come up underneath, up, pivot, cut down. Left foot towards my partner, right foot away. Left knee down, right knee down, and in. Come up. Right knee behind knee. Front foot tension. Take that left hand, cut up, pivot, cut down. Right foot towards my partner, left foot away. Right knee down, left knee down, and in. And come up. Left into that hammy. Front foot tension. Take that right hand, cut up, pivot, cut down. Take that left foot step towards my partner. Take that right foot step away. Left knee down, right knee down, and in. Up. Right knee behind me. Here. Front foot tension. Left hand cuts up, pivots, cuts down. Step towards my partner, step away. Right knee down, left knee down, and pin. Up, pin. Four more. Left into that on knee. Front foot tension. Take that right hand, cut up, cut down. Left foot towards my partner, right foot away. Left knee down, right knee down, and in. Up. Right knee behind knee. Front foot tension. Left hand, cut up, cut down. Right foot towards my partner, left foot away. Right knee down, left knee down, and in. Up, okay. The last two. Left foot behind my knee, front foot tenchin, right hand raises up, cuts down. Left foot towards my partner, right foot away. Left knee down, right knee down, and in. Come up, the last one. Right foot behind knee, front foot tenchin. Cut up, pivot, cut down. Right foot towards my partner, left foot away. Right knee down, left knee down, and in. And come on up. We'll very quickly go over ura. Okay? So, ura. Do this so we face the camera. So, start the same way. The way I actually like to do it is I'm here, I raise up, so I have the distance. Then I pivot, cut down, pivot back and down. Okay? So, big thing on this is making sure that the bokken stays in front of you. So here, it all starts the same. Rear foot tenchin, raise up. So at this point, then you just release with that left hand, left foot step. As a step, it's irini, tenkan, kaiten. Okay? Notice the bokken stays in front of me the whole time, especially the kisaki. It doesn't point back, forward, or any other way. It's always in front, okay? So, here we go. Here. So, step, shomen, rear foot tenchin, raise. Release with that left hand. Now step, irini, tenkan, kaiten. Left knee down, right knee down, in. And up. Okay, here we go. Facing the camera. Step, shomen, rear foot tenchin, raise. Now from here, step, irini, tenkan, kaiten. Making sure that bokken stays in front of you. Left knee down, right knee down, and in. Two more. Here, step, shomen, rear foot tenchin, raise, step, irini, tenkan, kaiten. Left knee down, right knee down, and in. Okay, last one. Here, step, shomen, rear foot tenchin, raise. Release, irini, tenkan, kaiten. Left knee down, right knee down, and in. Okay, one little thing to note is make sure when you're doing this, at least when you're here and you're stepping, one reason you want to keep this in front of you is your partner should be in front of you this whole time. Okay? That means shouldn't hurt them with the bokken. So as this is coming down here, it should not hit them on purpose. An accident may occur where you get a little lax and you might hit them on the top of the head or whatever, but you shouldn't be whacking them. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Bokken away. Now with the left hand. So here we are. Left, rear foot on knee, then grab. Rear foot tenchin. Step that right foot irini. Tenkan, kaiten. Right knee down, left knee down, and in. come up. Okay, left with the daihanmi facing the camera. So rear foot tension, raising up. Step with the right foot, irini, tenkan, boom, kaiten. Should be facing the back leg in. Right knee down, left knee down, and in. And up. 2 more. Here I am, left foot down knee. We grab on, so rear foot tension, I raise up. Irini, tenkan, boom, kaiten. Right knee down, left knee down, and in. Okay, last one. Left knee, rear foot tension, raising up. Right foot, irini, tenkan, kaiten. Right knee down, left knee down, and in. And up. Okay. Okay, so now we get to do one that's fun. Well, at least I think it's fun. Yo hizate tayotoshi, 2-knee body drop. Okay? So I like this one with the bokken because it lets me know whether or not I'm pointing in the right direction. So as I'm here, step, step, cut. Rear foot tension, raise up. Now at this point, I release with my left hand and I push across, grabbing the wrist on the other side. Okay? Now from here, I step across their body, step the other foot across. As I'm leading them out, then I just drop to my knees and throw them. Okay? Now if you notice, my bokken and kisaki is facing out that way. It's not facing that way, not facing that way. It should all be facing in the same direction in which I'm throwing. Okay? So, again, we're here, it's rear foot tension, raised. You take that left hand as you pivot the hips back, and you push across, grabbing the wrist. Okay? Now it should be the inside wrist on the first grabbing hand. Okay? So the top toward the side. So reach it straight across, Tim. Straight across. Straight across. No, look at the way I'm straight across. So here, yeah. So here, do it the way I'm. As I'm here. So step, step. Shomen. Rear foot tension as it raises here, and it pivots this way. This hand comes through and pushes. That's it. So you see how it's at an angle? I'm not pushing back into my partner. I'm pushing the wrist away. So that's a good point. Okay, so let's try it again. So I'm going to try to square up the camera so you kind of see what's going on. So here, boom. As I do that rear foot tension, I raise. Notice I get off at about 45 degrees. Now from here, I release that left hand and I push right in front of me. Now from here, I step that left foot right across the front of my partner. Then I step that right foot across. And then here you can either go down to both knees or not, but you can do a nice easy drop, leading your hips forward to throw. Okay, so let's try it together. So here, so step, step, shomen, rear foot tension, raise, draw across, and draw across, release that left hand, and push that hand. Okay? Now from here, take that left foot, step across the body, take that right foot, step across the body, and now drop to the knees, pushing those hips out. And throw. Okay? Facing the camera, I'm here. So, step, step, shomen, rear foot tension, across. Gonna back up a little bit. Now from here, release that left hand, push that left hand across. Left foot steps through, right foot steps through, and down, yo, hizate, otoshi. Again, if your knees aren't that great, you can always just go down to one knee, and that's what a lot of people do. Okay, especially if you don't have a body to help absorb the weight, it gets really old on the knees really quick. Here we are. Step, step, shomen, rear foot tenchin, raise, pivot. Now from here, push that left hand across, grabbing onto that wrist, step left foot, right foot, your feet should be about shoulder width apart, and then drop. Okay, last one with bokken here. So step, step, shomen, rear foot tenchin, across. Grab with that left hand, step, step, and drop. Okay, bokken up. So now with the left side, I'm here, rear foot tenchin. Now here, my left hand will be grabbing their left hand. My right hand will be grabbing their right hand. Okay, now from here, I step my right foot across, then my left foot, and drop. Okay? Here I am facing the camera. They grab on Morotetori. So rear foot tenchin, raise up. Now as I bring it across, my left hand is grabbing their left hand. My right hand grabs their right wrist. Okay? Now I step my right foot across, then my left foot comes across, and then I drop to throw. Does it make a little more sense now without the bokken? But you need the bokken in order to realize that you're going straight. Okay, so here left with hizate, they grab on Morotetori, so rear foot tenchin, raise up, cut across, that left hand, grabs their left hand, my right hand, comes and grabs their right wrist. I step my right foot across, left foot, and down. Okay, one more. So here I am. Left with hizate, rear foot tenchin, raise up, cut across. Left hand grabs their left hand, my right hand grabs their right wrist. I step my right foot across, bring my left foot through, and down to throw. Let's see if we can do the ukemi for this one, because it's a little funky to do without actually someone holding on to you. So, as I'm here grabbing on, and they do that rear foot tenchin, their right hand grabs my right hand, their other hand grabs my other hand, and it pushes it through. As it pushes it through, and they step, I have to pivot. As they pivot, now they draw my outside hand through, and then I have to take a big forward roll. Kind of make sense? Okay, so I think we have just enough time to do that ukemi 4 times. So here we are. They're right or migi-hami, so I'm grabbing left or hizate-hami. So they do that rear foot tenchin, drawing me out this way, and then they cut across. As they cut across, they grab one hand, and then they grab the other hand. They push my left hand across as they step through. Now, they're going to bring my right hand through. As they bring it through, it forces me to come over and do forward roll. So, now as they're left or hizate-hami, let me get nice and close. I'm here doing right or migi-hami, so they do that rear foot tenchin, exposing. Now from here, they push my right hand, bring my left hand across, they step across my body, and throw. See, twinkle, twinkle. What's wrong with twinkle? So right or migi-hami, I'm here grabbing left or hizate-hami. So they do that rear foot tension, draws me that way. Now, as they bring it across, their right hand grabs my right hand, their left hand grabs my left wrist. Now, that left foot steps across, and now the right hand is going with it. As it goes with it, then they drop and forward. Okay, last one. Left or hidari hami, so I'm here right or migi hami. So they do that rear foot tension, draws me this way, and then they draw it across, drawing me around. Now from here, their left hand grabs my left hand, their right hand grabs my right hand, and as they step, it draws that hand across my body. Now that left hand comes across as well, and then they drop, and I take a bit forward. And that's our fun for this evening. Thank you all very much for those of you here in person as well as those of you on Zoom. So we'll continue the Zoom class on Friday. We're actually going to explore one or two more basic techniques, open-handed as well as with the bokken, and hopefully get to a couple of koshis. See you then.